although we've been going through this since the 70s. So, like it almost feels like the benefits of a lot of these things, should be more obvious. And I think that sometimes when you see a new process implemented that is, a sustainability effort that does net you, less waste in the process and things like that, it's often not viewed as something that was a sustainability effort, but it was a cost saving measure, which is true too.
Yeah.
But I think the fact that and we're saving, so many resources, or not polluting, or, not exploiting people. I mean, all those things, it just seems like we hone in on the profit piece, and all the rest of it gets lost somehow.
And that makes me think something that I've been explaining recently, and I've actually never thought about it this way until open access came along, and I'm trying to basically position ourselves in this new light. And it, to do that, I like to break down the word sustainability on a very obvious level, but sustainability, the ability to sustain, meaning how can we implement things that make our resources last longer, to make our business last longer, to create processes or resources that aren't using as much intensive, whatever you want to call it. And when you break it down to being that painstakingly obvious, of course you should say, as a business, I want to make my business sustain for longer. I want to use less materials when I'm creating something. I want to use less water, use less electricity, and things like that. And so ESG in itself kind of shifted away from sustainability, because when you're looking at implementing sustainable business practices, you become more lean, you become more nimble, you become smarter, more savvy with, removing a paper clip here or a piece of paper there, or little things like that. But then you take a step back and you're like, oh, ESG, this is this investment framework. There's these legal ramifications. There's all these different things. I might get sued if I say this, I might get that. And I think we're just straight away from the root of what it means to actually be mindful of what the whole purpose was. Staying away from bad practices in your businesses, and ensuring that you're doing good with your business too, in the interest of your entire business or corporation and what you're actually trying to accomplish.